have arrived. This is at Parkdale, and oh my goodness, there it is. Now the question is, where do I go? I think I go this way, but I don't actually know. I'm gonna figure this out, and then I'll show you guys around just a little bit. Okay guys, so some really fun news. We're staying in a yurt. I know which one it is now. So I'm gonna go and do a tour because my roommate who's staying with me is not gonna be there yet. So we're gonna get to look at it first. And also I just signed all my waivers to do zip lining and also rafting. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm very excited. So we shall see, I guess. We shall see. Okay, first step, I'm gonna park the van. Then I'm gonna have to crawl up in a little bit and get my stuff out, but I'll have to get the ladder out for that. And look, it's already a fluffer. Oh wow, guys, look, this is so cute. So this is the yurt that we're staying in, and again, I have a roommate, so there's gonna be a top bed and a bottom bed. So there's 2 floors. And then we have a Keurig over here, a map, a few interesting little pieces of information, some really cute wall art. Oh, I'm gonna like this. This is gonna be perfect. There's actually some entertainment space in here, and then they have a Yeti so we can keep our things in. And then they have these chairs. Oh my, let me show you the chairs. There they are, oh my gosh. And we have a visitor. Hello, friend, hello. Now I'm gonna wait for my roommate to get here before we claim beds, but some of the people are already getting in the water, so I think I'm gonna change into something a bit more comfortable to do that. And I'm gonna open some windows to make sure that, okay, this one's already open, that's good. We're gonna try to get some ventilation because these are not air conditioned, but we're not gonna be in them until the evening anyway, so that's okay. This is gonna be so fun. I am so excited to take you guys along with me on this one. At the conclusion of day 1, I enjoyed just stepping outside and seeing these beautiful views. Staying in the yurts right along the Royal Gorge gave us an opportunity to recreate and also just take in the beautiful nature that Colorado has to offer. This location is only about 15 minutes outside of Cannon City and offers some of the best views of the gorge area along the rivers. There's a private beach and several yurts on property in addition to some airstreams. This time of year it's perfect because the sunsets seem to go on forever, and they quickly change and go through a colorful rainbow of amazing colors, including yellows, golds, and ambers. And you just take in each one of the spaces and really are able to sink in and enjoy yourself. Each one of the areas that you go to is specially lit. They have seating areas, they have gorgeous, amazing overlooks, and you can't really go wrong with this location. It just brings you to a happy place. And I'm really glad that Mountain House selected this because not only is it fabulous to see from a distance, but being in the middle of it, you find the little hidden spots, the places that make it even more spectacular. And in doing so, you really sink into the nature and get a feel for the outdoors in a very unique way. It seems only fitting that Mountain House would select this. By night's end, we circled chairs and enjoyed a small gas campfire together. It was a wonderful way to get to know some new friends and to plan out our activities for the next day. Ooh, it's morning. Oh, that's amazing. I could get used to this. Today is the first official full day at the Mountain House retreat, and so I thought I would share what we're getting into today, and I'm very excited to do that. So, with that said, slept super well last night. I did not take the top bunk, I took the lower, and it was really nice. I heard the water all night. It was amazing. And now we're off to go and figure out breakfast because supposedly they have breakfast ready for us, but I'm going to stop off at the van and drop off my dirty clothes. So with that said, let's go explore. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look at this. They spoiled us so so much. These are the cutest boxes first and foremost. We love a good packaging moment. Oh my gosh, guys, there's sunglasses in here. Oh, I love this.
And I'm sure they will like that.
These are so fun. Okay guys, we're kind of packing up our stuff so we can get out for the day, and well, they treated us with a bunch of really awesome stuff and they went above and beyond. Mountain House is awesome. They always have been, but at the same time they really try to connect us with other outdoor brands, and I think that that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna get my bag ready and then I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so things didn't go exactly as planned. If you've been on my channel before, this is kind of an ongoing theme. Today we were looking for a hiking trail, and we found out you can't drive in certain areas. Oopsie. But we're on our way now, and I think we have a plan, but we're gonna meet up with the other people first and find out exactly. But check out this drive. Okay, so we made it to what I think is going to be our hiking trail. We're trying to figure out exactly where it is. It's not super clearly marked. So we're just kind of trying to figure that out. Okay, it appears the other group that came out here before us is right over here. So we're gonna ask them where to go. After a little bit of problems navigating toward the location, we finally made it to Red Canyon Park. This one is tucked away just a little bit, making it a slight bit harder to find whenever you just use typical GPS coordinates. But once you do find it, it is absolutely spectacular. We hiked the canyon, and inside the canyon is a slot trail that runs along a mostly dry creek bed. Now, during wet time, this could be problematic and you probably wouldn't be able to go down it, but while we were there, it was perfect. There was a little bit of light scrambling. There were some great little caves that you could kind of go in that weren't very deep, but the main draw of this area are the towering red stones on each side. It really put me in the mind of Sedona. I really liked how this canyon kind of unfolded to us and really was reminiscent of some of the other trails that I've hiked in both Nevada and Arizona. This was a super fun one, and it really gave us an opportunity to sit and chat and learn a little bit more about each other, especially considering that some of the people on this trip were not at the previous one. This was awesome, and I truly enjoyed every minute of this. Do better. Guys, we just saw this. Like, why? Why do people come to beautiful places and leave graffiti? It makes me sad, but they also like scratched into the rocks. No, if you come to a place, it's natural, it's beautiful. Leave it that way. Don't deface it because you want to put your Instagram tag, or even though peace is a very well-meaning word, it's not very peaceful to see this. It's kind of sad. Guys, so along the way, look what all was picked up. Everybody was just kind of grabbing what they could find. All this trash is no longer on the trail. So it was a good hike. We did a little bit of scrambling, which made me a little nervous because I haven't done any rock scrambling in quite some time, but we made it, and it was teamwork. Teamwork helped us all. So all of my little teammates here, that was awesome. But we were able to pick up that trash, and I think it's super important if you're out and about, if you find trash, try to pick it up and just carry like a little individual dry bag or a plastic bag with you, and then you can put it in there and pack it out, because otherwise places like this won't be open in the future. But now it's time for us to go back to the yurts, cool off a little bit, and grab some lunch. This was one of the highlights of the day. I definitely enjoyed how easy that it was to understand the principles after they were explained a bit more, and also some of the activities that we did to kind of clarify what things bother us the most about seeing some of these things in nature, but also the impact that we have as individuals. I'm definitely excited about how this went, and I hope that we get to do more of these things in the future.
Having camped 200 feet away from water sources. How far should my bear vault be from my tent? 200 feet. So that, and I guess we can go into that. That's essentially, it's one of our kind of metrics that applies across. And so when in doubt, 200 feet.
Okay guys, so we actually decided to come into town after the Leave No Trace Principles program that we did. It was really cool. And now we are getting ice cream and ice cream. I know it's weird, but we couldn't figure out which one we wanted, so we were kind of split, so we're trying out both. And so, yeah. I'm gonna get... Okay, we made it back to camp, and wow, today has been super fun. The hike this morning was great. It was a good way to get the blood moving. We did a little light scrambling on that hike. I haven't done that in a while, so it was a good challenge. At the same time, it was pretty easy of a hike otherwise. It wasn't anything too crazy. After that, we had the Leave No Trace, like lecture kind of, but it was more of a fun interactive thing where we got to learn about the principles of Leave No Trace a little bit more and what we can do to kind of help others to understand that. And I'm actually going to be sharing something here on the channel that I learned today in a future upload that I think you'll really like and appreciate. It just kind of gets your brain thinking. But then after that, we needed to cool off a little bit because as you can see, even with sunscreen, it's kind of warm here. And so we went ahead and got that ice cream, and now we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and get my things so I can take a shower. And then after that, we're gonna go to dinner, and dinner's actually being prepared by one of the Mountain House guys here. So I'm really excited. We're having like a little taco bar. So all in all, day one, like full day one, has been super fun. And of course you can't beat this view. In fact, I might be sitting in my little hammock chair in a little bit. That is, in fact, the Colorado flag. Because, I mean, you can look on and see this is right out my back door, guys. And then we have some of our neighbors over here and all these other little yurts, and then the Airstream's up top. Mountain House has basically done a takeover. And what I mean by that is literally every yurt and Airstream on property is occupied by either a Mountain House ambassador or a staff member. And in doing so, it's allowed us all to be right here together so that we can all kind of congregate in common areas like our fire last night, but also in order to interact and get out onto the adventures. Now, right now, there are 2 groups out that are doing mountain biking. I tried that last year. It didn't go well for me. I did it though, and I was really proud. But this year they had 2 groups, the easy group and the spicy group. And I didn't know if that was my journey after that hike this morning and after everything else. So instead I decided to kind of play it chill, because tomorrow is a huge adventure day where I'm gonna do rafting and then also zip lining. And of course I'm gonna share that with you guys here on the channel. But for now, I'm going into my yurt to go grab my things. Then up the hill I go to the bathhouse. Okay, shower's done, and now we get closer to food time, which is gonna be in our common space again. So it'll be here in just a few minutes. By dinner time, everyone had congregated again, and Zach and Corey took care of us. They made some delicious fajitas and elote, and it was absolutely amazing just to sit down with everyone and have that moment to really connect. Getting to know everyone at a mountain house retreat is unlike anything else, and it just happens to come with the added benefit of really delicious food. We also celebrated birthdays, not only Glenn, who was actually there, but everyone throughout the year, and we had a special appearance by Lady Sasquatch, one of our own, Jessie. It was a perfect way to wrap up day 2, and now adventure awaits tomorrow.